Got a lot to talk about, people. We got a lot to talk about. First things first, my name is Kenneth, and this is ILEG. ILG stands for Infusion Light Energy Gain. That's our new gain technology we developed. It also too involves our new company. So, the Crucible site was converted, you all know, into ILEG, which is Infusion Light Energy Technology Screens Info. It's an information page that pretty soon we're going to get on there and get some work done on there. All right, so looking at the ad tech and what it can do, it has, of course, we all know, you've seen pictures and demonstrations of it before in direct sunlight, but it has another part too. We were actually showing up to also that it has a front projection, insane front projection that looks just like a TV. We had TV sitting right next to you, couldn't tell one from the other. But that particular ad tech required glass. This one, on the other hand, doesn't require glass because it actually operates quite nicely, and we can coat this onto plexiglass and it looks absolutely amazing. So this makes my job so much easier because, again, pressing to glass is expensive. Pressing to glass, it has to be shipped in special containers because the containers can have issues where they can crack. I mean, not crack, not containers, but the glass could crack. It's a high risk of one of them being shattered. Even if it's shatterproof glass, it's still cracked. So again, yeah, really difficult to do. Will I do a glass screen? Probably most likely the legendary one, the one that we bring out once a year, would probably be, it's going to be a glass screen, but now we can basically convert everything to plastic because, again, this makes it so much easier. On top of that, my friend has a 3D printing business, and he wants to print out surfaces for us to be able to coat with our technology, which actually work out quite nicely. Now, what I want to do here with the AdTech is that AdTech has several different versions of its own kind, which basically can multiply like a skill tree into other different formulas. We have a blue version, which we're going to be designing for fish tanks, you know, special effects, or holograms, stuff like that. We have a gamer version that we're going to be designing. We also have coatings that are coming for our new gamer screens because they're physical. And we have an invisible technology, which we have here, which we're going to be altering and changing pretty soon. Soon we get some good ideas exactly what we're going to do with the front projection of this technology. I do want an invisible front projection screen. And on to, yes, it does have capabilities for rear, but mostly we're going to be advertising as front projection invisible technology. Now I went around the YouTube, checking out and seeing how many people have actually worked on something like this, and there's quite a few. What I've seen so far with films being used as a rear projection coating, one of the two problems, actually three problems I've seen, contrast. They don't read contrast very well. So the problem you have with the contrast is the fact that it comes off grayish. It doesn't really read all that well. With our technology we have here, we can read an insanely high contrast level in a very well lit environment on a projector. Oh, by the way, my projector sits in eco mode, which I'll show you. So now we're at 1900. We were at 27 or 26 is what they do, 2600. We're at 19 now. We had to put it at 19 because the glare that was coming off the screen, the camera was reading and picking up, is because the screens are literally generating that much light that the camera has a difficult time reading them. I had several people come in here, do a little recording, and even their cameras were having issues bringing up, trying to, because this red bar was coming across and the glare was coming up, and I'm not seeing it here, but it's coming up here. Camera's having a difficult time reading the screen. It's much like trying to record off a TV. It gives off that kind of reaction. On top of that, with the additional lighting we have in the environment, which we need. But like I said, from doing some research and seeing if anybody else had similar technology to what we're using, there is a rear projection film. Problem is, they have to do it at night. They can't fire it up in the morning, which means AdTech can take a direct hit from sunlight. That gives AdTech an extremely high advantage point over any form of rear projection or any kind of transparent screen or film, whatever, because none of them can take a direct hit from sunlight. So that thing can operate anywhere it wants to operate because it can operate outside at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Also from the demonstration, what I've seen, they use a 30,000 lumen projector at night. So if I see you operating a 30,000 lumen projector at nighttime, I know why you're using that machine. A 30,000 lumen projector is not an everyday projector. Those are venues, high-end commercial venues. That's a different type of projector. That projector's contrast levels would make a P2 look like a joke. Any projector make it look like a joke. A JVC, it'll make it look like a joke. So you're talking about way up there in contrast capabilities. Color, all that is just magnified on so many levels, it's not even funny. So a reason why they probably had a projector like that in 30,000, and you're talking about at nighttime? Who uses a 30,000 lumen projector at nighttime? Again, not required. That's just way too much power. So the fact that we were able to use a projector of 5,200 lumens to push through a screen that's invisible and it's clear at 5,200 lumens in direct sunlight. So we have people saying, oh, it's 5,200 lumens in direct sunlight, because you don't understand commercial projectors. Commercial projectors for companies that use that type of surface use 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. That's what they use. Because if they have that thing outside, they know they're going to have to use that type of projector. And again, that's a very expensive machine to use from the door. Where our technology, we wouldn't even need that at all, period. All right, so that tells me right there what we're dealing with. Pretty much cakewalk for our technology. So the next stage, we have two versions. Is this a TV the technology we're developing? Is it going to be the clear ones? Is it going to be front projection? Yeah, it has front projection. This one has front projection. It's just showing you the advantage point of what this technology can do and what it can read. And as you can see, it can read its contrast levels extremely well in a fully lit environment, which I don't see in a lot of rear projection or front projection clears. I see dark environments. They get their contrast levels to pop. That's why. We don't have that issue. And we can do it at 1900 lumens at a max out zone. So this is going to give us a very heavy advantage point in that field. Keep in mind, if you're choosing to do rear projection, anything like that, you are in a completely different category of screen now. That means that you're going to have to research those individuals that basically that deal in that rear projection. You're going to have to compete with those companies. Let me go over here. Switch back over here. Let me see. Don't I have this already set up already here? We do. So this technology would require your projector to be in eco mode, because again, you wouldn't even have to use it. This technology we have don't require projectors to be running in a full eco mode only, because again, our screens can generate that much light. You can be in a full lit environment and run eco mode with no problem. So this new technology here for invisible front projection technology is going to be incredible. I got some ways I'm definitely going to be changing this one. Well, this one's going to stay the same. I am going to develop another one. Sorry about that. This one has a 2-coat application to it. I do want to do another one with 1 coat to see how that one would react. We have sound here. And I had to put the projector in eco mode, like I said, because the screens generate a ton of light, and it makes it very hard for the camera to read. Now, right now we're operating up the PC. Fire Stick decided to go, oh, not working today, so now we're on the PC. And man, I tell you, I freaking love it. The fact that I can see everything on here crystal clear. And like I said, we did this before with the ad tech when we first showed it off. We had it on glass. This is complete plexiglass. This makes it so much easier, as I said before, because again, I thought we needed the glass because it gave a better transfer, where the new formula, the new coating, basically works amazingly on the plexiglass. And then, oh, too, just to add real quick, this is not going to be sold as a screen paint ever. This is our technology. that we'll be using for our physical projection screens for now and the future. Now we're using something new we like to call invisible shifting technology, because this thing's invisible, as you can see, and the contrast on it is absolutely insane. So another level of technology. We have shifting technology. We have invisible shifting technology. That screen is clear. I'm gonna pull up. Let me see. That color here. Let me do these colors. I'll get these colors in here. Now, I figure the screen sizes we're going to have. I'm going to keep them at 4x8. That's the biggest we're going to have them at, 4x8 for the invisible screens. The 4x8s will do 1610, 69, 235.1. That's a wallpaper surface. We're going to have them at 34, same size as AdTech comes in. We have them at 24. Well, actually, the smallest surfaces we have, but those are the flexes anyway. But we'll have them at 24 by 36, 48 by 48. But I think 40 by 40 would not be a projection screen, because you should have that 16.9, so that'd be 4.3 in the aspect ratio. So we'd have it at more like 36 by 72 and 48 by 96. Those are sizes we'll have them in. Unless you're going to do customization, which my friend is doing customization. He wants a big one put in. Oh, and while we're here on that right there, we have our container of fire. I love that. That's our container of fire. We have people come in, they watch that, they've seen the screen. Oh my goodness, they come in, so they're going to be amazed by it. They want one. They want one in the living room. I'm getting one. I'm getting one in my office, my home front office, and I'm getting one downstairs, and one in the kitchen. I'm definitely getting one in the kitchen. So we have to make the surface a little more sturdier for those to levitate. Mine's going to be levitating. I'm going to be drawing holes into it, put the little caps, grommets inside, and then after that, I'm going to be installing invisible string, like fishing line, and I'm going to basically levitate the screen. Looks like it's floating in my kitchen. It's going to look beautiful. I can watch my news, my sports, anything I want off of it. I'm gonna run an Apple TV through it. Yeah. So we're going to do another one, make that one clear. This is 2 coats application. Now, buddy of mine was talking about, because if the screen's breathing too much high, if it's bringing too much light and the camera's having an issue with it, we're going to have to get a lens for our camera. They're a little darker. They cut the shade because the light's generating that high off that screen. Literally, it's coming up that high. Camera's having a difficult time reading it. Mind you, we got a ton of light in here. We're in a commercial environment. We got a ton of light in here. On top of that, screen's generating a ton of light. And I literally had to put the projector in eco mode because, again, couldn't get it to run. And I'll show you my projector sitting in eco mode, because we back on what we say. Look at that fire! Fire in a container. This is all coated with the new technology. See, now on this side, you don't see anything, do you? Because it can't read it. There's nothing to land on. There's nothing there at all, period. Now, what separates us, because I've been in a couple of these rooms already for rear projection, and the first thing I hear is, well, we got the same thing, and then we send them a demonstration of that screen absorbing sunlight, and that's the end of the conversation. because no one has a screen that absorbs 100 to 120,000 lux of direct sunlight. And they're asking us questions like, what type of projectors are you using? Are they 50,000? Are they 30,000? Are they 40,000? Like, no, that's a 5,200 lumen projector. I paid $300 for it. That's what blows their mind. Mind you, they have to use 30,000 for nighttime projection. And we're using only 52 for daytime. So right there, that tells you right there. All right, going to our menu. Look how the menu comes over. You can't see the menu, like I said. The thing gets off way too much light. Let me see. Here. So lamp mode right there is in standard. And standard for this particular projector, you can look it up for yourself, which is a Sony XGA VPL CX100. Check that one out right there. And then it'll tell you that standard is eco mode. As on Chrissy's, it's whisper. Let me go over here and take this out. Menu. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to bring me a lot of money in court. I'm going to tell you why. Because anyone, and I got somebody already on it, because we know it's going to pop up. Anyone who sits there and makes a statement, because that screen generates that much light, and says it's hot spotting, I'll see you in court. Oh, we will definitely see you in court. Oh, I would love, because I want every opportunity. It's not so much suing a person for doing dumb stuff. It's the opportunity to be to show this technology off in different environments. And to be to show this thing off in a courtroom. Oh my goodness, man. We're talking about city contracts, baby. City contracts. They've never seen anything like it. So you're going to help my company grow even faster. But please do. Please start some YouTube video, talk some nonsense, saying the screen's hot spotting. I love to see it. I would love to. Because if I can walk that in the courtroom to the naked eye, you can't see anything at all. The camera brings it up because it's just having problems picking it up. But I hope you do. Oh yeah, I hope you do. See you and get a government contract. I already got somebody, got a few people in City Hall already that I've contacted with, cool with, and I'm showing this technology. Like, you know what we could do with this stuff? I'm like, yeah, you can. But anywhere you want. So yep, I already got somebody on it already. They're actually watching some few people right now. In business, you got to protect yourself. So yeah, do some altering with the video, change it any way you want. I guarantee you, my man I got on the job right now, he'll track you, he'll find you, you'll get a letter sent in the mail to you. I'll see you in court, and I'm gonna sue you for, this is gonna be high, really high. It's gonna be $500,000, straight million, cool $1 million if we get you. You can't back up what you claim on that thing. It's gonna cost me $1 million. It's gonna cost you $1 million. So, with that being said, let's move on. Anyway, so, man, this thing, I can't wait to game on. We got game on. I forgot we got this hooked into the PC. Anyway, controller. We're gonna play the controller. Because you know how haters are. Haters get jealous every day on everything we do. Every time we come on here and the camera comes on, it's always something crazy we're doing. And they can't keep up. That's the problem. Dude in his apartment screaming at his ceiling and his wall. Dude, really? That's all you have? We can change gears anytime we want. I can do invisible one day. I can do floor projection, ceiling projection, mapping, all submersible technology. These screens can be dunked. As a matter of fact, my dunk tank over there is showing no cracking, no peeling. So pretty soon we'll be dropping screens in tanks, projector mapping through them, and you'll still be in your apartment screaming at your ceiling. That tells you at the end of the day how fast we can evolve our technology. Where everybody's still on the wall, crying and whining, we're producing fire through a container. And then you'll spend your time trying to figure out how it's done while we evolve to new technology. And keep in mind, any documents we send to you, you won't dare sign them to come in court. There you go. Got to worry about what's going on in your backyard. If you spend your time worrying about what's going on in your neighbor's backyard, well, when summertime comes around, you're just going to have that burnt out, dirty grass backyard, and they're going to have that lush greenery over there. Which, you know, it's kind of sad when you have people like that, because they could have spent the time working on their yard, too busy worrying about the neighbors. And then when the summertime comes up and they got that wasteland-looking backyard, and the neighbor's got that lush green land of heaven over there, even more jealous now at the end of the day. Oh, wow, he just thinks he's all that because he's got that beautiful. You could have had the same thing, too. It's called roll up your sleeves and get it done. That's what it's called. It's a new invention. Actually, it's an old invention. It's been around for some time. It's called Stop Hating. Roll up your sleeves and get the work done. Oh well. Man, I'm telling you. Fire in a jar? I'm looking at this crazy. Fire in a jar and freaking a new invisible screen. We had them already before, but like I said, we had to put them on glass. It had to be on glass because the transfer rate was better through glass. But this new form of the ad tech, we don't need to do that anymore. You know how cheap plexiglass is? You know how easy it is for me to ship this stuff now? No special cases, nothing. That makes it so much easier for us. I gotta go ahead and change everything on the website again. Oh, just did that already. Whatever. Gotta get it done. Oh, wait, we got fire on fire. Fire on fire. Can we get that back with the fire? Hold on. We got fire on fire. We gotta come back on this one. All right, I've been stand down. There we go. Look at that. Fire in a jar. Fire on the screen. Anybody got any marshmallows? Anybody have any marshmallows? Any popcorn? Anything? Roast some hot dogs, something? That's cool, ain't it? That is going to make some perfect videos on different forum sites. I've been all over Facebook. I got so many people contacting me right now on this technology. It's not even funny right now. The Black Star, they're interested in that. They're interested in everything. They want to know what we're working on, what we're making. Do we need investors? Do we have anybody backing our company? Yeah. Now, these little surfaces, we have little panels. Oh, here you go. These units right here. These right here are going to have our technology embedded on these. These are going out to companies. We give them the ability to come on board with our technology. And one of the companies we're going to be sending one of these over to is that company that does those decal stickers. Willing to work with their company. Because again, I am not one for basically taking a company out. Somebody worked hard to build that company. Bring it up to where it is. Our technology is going to be far more advanced than theirs at the end of the day because our stuff moves. If you're going to put commercials into a screen, to a wall. So if they're willing to basically work out where we can work on something together, hey, I got no problem with that. Isn't that beautiful? You're watching an invisible screen and you're watching fire in a bucket. Invisible screens are going to be gorgeous. So we're going to do them in two different shades. We're going to do them in one application and two applications. That's two applications right there. Two applications gives it a nice form to it, but also too gives a nice clarity. The contrast levels will pick up on both screens because we're using a new version of something called contrast shifting technology, which we showed you over there with the woman with the black makeup. And mind, the contrast of my projector isn't there. It's not there in any way whatsoever. So that screen's doing all the work. That's the reason why we use the older model projectors, because it means that the screen has to do the work. When you use high performance projectors, that means that high performance projector is doing more work than the screen. Now, let's put the haters aside. We got things, we got work to do. Object of our technology, as we always says, is to develop something new and better than what the industry is putting out, and basically on top of that, much affordable. Because if you were to go to any company and ask for invisible technology such as this, well, better hold on to those purse strings because it's going to get very expensive. Invisible technology is not cheap. It's very, very expensive. You want good quality products, you got to pay for those at the end of the day. That's what the big companies want you to do. You're going to pay a lot of money. Don't believe me? Go ahead. Go do your research. I got companies right now, people will see our technology go against Black Diamond, all these high-end screens, and go back and go, gee whiz Louise, I had no idea that screen cost that kind of money. It's very expensive. Home theater was not meant to be for the average. It was meant to be for deep pockets. That's what it was designed for. It's still that way. That's why those big boy screens, the gunmetals are way up here. The $5,000, $3,000 screens. The things cost more than your projector. And that's for 100 inches. I'm not talking about 120. You know how much money a 120-inch screen would cost in that kind of technology? That's crazy. You can spend $7,000 for a screen, 8,000, 10,000, 15,000. Those are just 100 inches that cost 3 to 5 grand. And then once you add the projector, anything you add on the projector is going to tilt it. Spend 2 grand, spend 3 grand for a screen, you spend $5,000 already. My customers, on the other hand, yeah, by the way, let me let you know something. That certified screen, you will not be taking that outside. You won't be using your ultra short throw either, but they have a special screen designed for ultra short throw, so you won't be using that at all. You're going to spend more money for that one. You won't be in fully lit environments like we're operating in. I've never seen one operating in an environment such like this. They don't read that contrast level correctly. And you're not taking it outside. That's definitely not going to happen. So with that being said, you spent $5,000 for what? Oh, I forgot. It's gunmetal, right? Doesn't read contrast either. Our gunmetal technology picks up a higher gunmetal than that. So, again, what did you pay for? I go to form sites all day long. I'm going to be in there today with this. I see their certified screens and asking the same question. What did you pay for? You didn't get anything, did you? Pretty much, no. Got a lot of hype. So with that being said, that's the reason why when my customers buy my screen at the end of the day, they got technology that's better than everybody else's. I can post right now. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a matching better demonstration on my customers. I'm going to see how many people match that by today. And here we are with the invisible technology now. We have this technology, now we're on invisible technology. And right now we're watching fire in a container, which is on a 50 lumen projector in a fully lit environment. And the projector that's firing this off right now is a projector that cost me $10 that we have an eco mode that runs at 1900 lumens. So that black contrast at the bottom. And as you see, the screen's invisible. You see from the top and the bottom, it's invisible. Look at that black contrast. Look at the reflection of the fruit. And then here you can see in the individual fire logs, you can see the individual, the burnt wood. You can see the detail in it. I gotta start a slogan. Our technology is so incredible that they have no choice but to call it fake. Because that's what it is. It's the only excuse they have. You know, you couldn't do what most people do. They try to make a product and try to beat ours. That's what most people do. But, again, it's a lot of work. And some people don't like to do work. They'd rather point fingers. But mind you, pointing fingers can land you in court, too. That's why I sent some people out last night to scour through YouTube. They're just sitting there watching channel to channel to channel, waiting for someone to make that statement. Till then, I'm going to be out here entertaining. Now, see, the difference between haters and companies or people in the day who do business, haters will go out and spread false rumors and get sued in court. And I've seen you guys cry. You cry a lot in court. A lot. I don't have the money. I can't afford the time. You know, you're the same thing, whatever. Companies, on the other hand, are people of business. Real people of serious business. I don't have time for that hater nonsense you guys do. They contact us and say, hey, look, see what you like, what you got, what you guys are doing with this, you know what I mean? How do we get on board? That's how they do business. They connect with us, they get a contract through us, they sell our technology, they make a lot of money. Meanwhile, the haters at the end of the day, who do dumb stuff, well, you get sued and you owe us money. See the reverse in that? They make money and you pay us your money. Because quite frankly, I don't want you going to jail. I mean, nobody wants somebody going there. But if you do enough dumb stuff, the judge may send you there. I don't want you going there, but the judge may send you there. But keep in mind, I'd rather have you out there free. You know why? Because you'll be working for me. Because when I slam you with that lawsuit, you're going to owe me a lot of money. I'm going to garnish your paycheck and your income tax. And that means you'll be working for me. Every time you get paid, I get paid. If you think about that, next time you want to make false accusations, you can't back up. You get a little piece of paper pops up when your door is certified, or a process server pops up on your front door. You're going to pay me. You're going to work for me from now on. That's what's going to happen. I don't want you going to jail. Period. But you're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to work. You're going to pay that money up. You're going to have to. They can force you to work. You know that, right? Yep. Ooh, look at that. So nothing's worse than hating someone, but now you got to pay them money. I mean, when you work at a job, you're going to pay them that money. You don't want to go through that. Trust me. So this is what you do. Bite your bottom lip, deal with our technology, and move on. Or, better yet, design something, come at me, give me a challenge. That way, you know, keep your money, keep your house, you know, work sense of the day. That's what you do. And just a message for little haters out there. Because we get lots of them. Every time we develop something new, here come the haters. But why? Why does he get didn't I just sit there and say on camera? What did I say on camera? If I was all these things, all my technology comes from God. Our technology just keeps advancing. What did I say on camera? All right then, what's happened to us? Our technology has gotten way more advanced than what it was. So, it means my stuff is the real deal. And where are you guys at right now? Nowhere. Devil doesn't bless, he curses. God is the only one that can give blessings. If you serve God the right way, you'll be blessed. If you serve him the wrong way, well, the devil will curse you. The devil can't curse Christians. They don't got that kind of power. We don't serve him, we serve God. That's why our technology is like this. This is his blessing at the end of the day. And it's going to be far more advanced than this. Man, that tech's got some stuff to it, boy, that he can do. It's going to be absolutely insane. You'll see some crazy stuff. We got this interactive technology coming in. Oh, we're going to do with that Xbox Connect system. And I found somebody. I found a company down here that sells vintage games and stuff. And they have an Xbox Connect. And there are a couple of them there for cheap. I was going to go over to Amazon and spend $150. I'll go over there. It's going to cost me $50. That's it. $50. I'm going to hook 2 of those suckers up in here. Yep. So we're going to use that technology for this giant screen we built in here. It's the reason why we built this giant screen. It's going to have an edge blending where 2 projectors will connect and make one big screen. We're going to be the drag and drop, whatever we want from using the Connect system hooked up to the PCs. We're going to ball this thing. It'll allow for our customers to come in here and watch the floor interaction. Oh, I forgot. We're working on the floor the next month. We're working on the floor. We're taking the whole floor up. Put the whole new mats in. They got better locking mats, much more sturdy to lock, and we're going to get ready to start projecting off the floor. That's what that whole little section in there is for. Yep. Taco's going to have a ball over there. He is. Put some giant koi fish you can chase around, and we're going to put in an interactive technology that's going to allow whatever he chases, if he jumps on something, it moves. He's going to have a ball on that floor. Anybody who walks in, we got a display we're going to put in where it's actually calm water when you walk in these puddles. This invisible screen, oh my goodness, it is so clear, so vivid, so sharp. And mind you, we're on an XGA projector and it's that sharp. Using it on a 1080p or 4K, I don't think you can handle it. I really don't. But I know one thing, it's going to change a lot of things. So we get ready for that. So I think the biggest size we're going to make is one. Well, actually, we do customization, but he's paying a lot of money for the customization. He don't care. He wants his giant screen put in. So he was going to pay for the customization for it. Because that's one thing problem he has. He's got this big condo. He has these massive windows that stretch from one end to the next. And he's like, I can't put anything up there. Because anything I put there is going to throw away my view. If I put a TV up there, that blocks the view. If I put a motorized projection screen, that blocks the view. Anything he puts up there is going to block that view. He's definitely not going to put a fixed screen up there. When he saw this, he was like, what in the world? He said, yeah, I can put a huge screen up there, and at least I can have light transfer through it. Then I can do all the windows. He's going to do a little area in the middle where it's going to be at, but it's going to be beautiful. And he wants to be able to see the skyline, all that stuff, change it to outer space, have whales moving across it. I think it's look pretty cool. I can see people in high rises grabbing these things. But those would be customization. Anything we got to build that big, it has to be customization. We can do it in a panel system, which we have panel technology over there. We got my buddy, like I said, has a professional printing company. And he was talking about making interlocking panels that connect together, large panels that they connect together. It makes it easier for them to ship it out. Or they can break it down in cubes. Anyway, so he can design it, whatever we need, that's it. Whatever we need, he'll hook it up. He'll hook us up. So that's great. And he's coming up with some ideas of his own on how we can make interlocking panels, sheets, everything we want to make bigger screens that you can actually build yourself. It's kind of like a Minecraft kind of screen. What you're seeing here, people, gives people possibilities to do things that they've been wanting to do, but it costs too much money to do. I know people in the projector mapping community, because I'm part of that community, and there's so many things they want to do with that technology, but they can't. When I first started with Lifeform, I think it is, with their company, when I first invested in their company, all the demonstrations I saw, and every single one was in the dark on a white surface. No color pop, nothing. The first thing I did when I got mine is I did mine on a submersible. I dropped it in the tank and put a Big Daddy right through a fish tank, showing that you can project underwater, projector map, hit one of our screens, and we can bring that image up. It changes things, gives people new ideas. That's the whole purpose. Somebody somewhere will be watching this and they'll think, wow, with that technology, I can finally build this, or I can put that together. I've gotten that from so many companies. The companies that'll reach out to us and say, hey, look, we were just stuck on how to get this done until we saw one of your video demonstrations. Now we figure out how we can do it. It's just like how I searched the internet looking for stuff. There's people searching the internet to figure out how to get things to work and function. That's why sometimes I sit there and go, oh, we got to build it today. We got to build it ourselves because no one has it yet. This is what this technology does for other people. Can you imagine the companies that we banned from our business for doing disrespectful stuff? And we told them from the door that bottom line is we'll never do business with you ever again. And they see this technology now. A lifetime ban. Can't touch them at all. I know that one company that first picked this up and first started on Edition 1, they're regretting every day of it. When I ban you, I ban you. We don't touch you. For life, we don't go near you. That's the end of that. And a few customers we had to ban too. Banned a couple of them too. This becomes the dominant technology. That means that our technology becomes number one. It becomes top. That means in order to get a high performance screen, you would have to go through our company to do it. If we gave you a ban, you'll have to deal with whatever's underneath us, which we can already take out. And that's not a good place to be at, especially when you're a company. I got a few people we banned for life. I'm not gonna mention them, but they've been banned for life. They can never buy from us ever. We had people that wanted to invest in our company, which again, I turned them down because they laughed about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. They thought it was a joke. I'm just gaming off of this. Did we get the controller plugged in? Where's my controller? I'm just gaming off this one too. Oh, controls are way over there. I'm gonna play Freeze and Frenzy out here in the jar. I'm doing a fish tank underwater. One game underwater. So I do want to do BioShock. I'm gonna download BioShock. I'm gonna play the entire game underwater in a fish tank on the Submersible. I think that'd be fun. I never played underwater before, so that should be pretty cool. Get in there. You know how great that would have been for advertising. See, when BioShock came out, if we had that technology then, well, we didn't have the Submersible then, but if we had that technology then, they could have advertised that entire thing, like the whole commercial underwater through that screen. That'd have been sick. Well, it'd be great for aquariums. It'd be great for them at the end of the day. You could do that, you know, fish stores and stuff like that. It'd be great for them. All right, so let me go get some contrast levels off of this baby too. I'm gonna get that woman with the black makeup. Definitely do that. Let's do two on top of that. Samsung OLED demonstrations. Right, butchered the daylights out of that one. Samsung OLED demonstrations. Yeah, I gotta move my microphone. It's back there where those high power fans are at, and nothing picks up because there's fans in the back there. PC. Oh, it's in my hand. Let me see. Let's try it again. Samsung OLED demonstrations. I just think AI just is a jerk sometimes, I swear. Like it hears you, but it doesn't want to hear you. That should be a jerk to the humans. Samsung OLED demonstrations. Why would you give me Samsung only administration? Gee whiz, yeah. You want this stuff programmed into your homes to operate stuff? Yeah, good luck on that one. Samsung OLED demonstrations. We got Samsung outlet demonstration. Not here. All right, here we go. Let's try microphone right up here. Samsung OLED demonstrations. So basically, you'll ask for certain things. It'll figure out exactly which one is closest to what it think it should be and just gives it to you. Oh yeah, and you want to use this basically for fast food technology? No, don't do that. A lot of angry people. Samsung OLED demonstrations, and it doesn't give you a chance to even finish. Oh, okay, I swear. Sheesh. Either it basically calculates too fast and you can't finish what you're saying, or basically it gives you whatever it thinks you should have. It literally, I swear. And people have this stuff embedded in their homes, like really, where they actually talk things and ask for it to come up. You've got to be mad. There's no way in the world to put that stuff in. There's no way in the world. Hope you got something more an override system on that. He'd be like, Laurie, open the glass. It might turn on the gas. Boom. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. I'm getting me a bigger one of these, definitely. I'm going to do a 36 by 72 surface. This one's rolled in, by the way. Still rather prefer to spray it. This is rolled in. And there's a front projection. Yes, the same screen we showed off yesterday. Same thing. This is just the front projection side of it. We're showing up the rear projection. This is the front projection. That's why I said AdTech technology. I mean, that surface, when you stick that in your glass, you can take that thing home and watch a movie off of it, which I'm doing right now. This is AdTech. I gotta get talk to the person downstairs and get access to the front window over there. Now, unfortunately, because of our stalkers we have online, we won't be showing that all on YouTube. That's going to be for offline only. Other places we're going to be at, we're going to be definitely showing that off, but not that. Because we have weirdos on our channel. And another guy, he's lucky. Very lucky. What we saw on his Facebook page, because, man, I can have you in court real soon for stalking me when I was doing the daily walk and talk. I can literally lock you up for that. So you better thank your lucky stars at the end of the day that if I didn't see what I saw on that Facebook page, you'd be in jail right now or in courtroom right now begging for forgiveness. And you definitely would have lost that house, by the way, just to let you know. We took your house from you. So you better be happy, extremely happy that I saw what I saw on that Facebook page, because you would have lost it all. I'd have cleaned your clock easy. My buddy who's an investigator, you're in Flushington, 800 population, he'd have found you in a day. He told me they found you in a day. They'd have found you, your family, and everything else in one day. He's in a small town, easy to find them. Everybody knows everybody. Been no time at all to find them. Yep, I'd have had you in a courtroom, no time at all. You'd have lost everything. So you better be lucky. I don't know. I'm telling you, sometimes things happen for a reason. And it was weird that his Facebook page popped up. That's pretty much what saved his neck, to tell you the truth. Because his Facebook page popped up on one of our Facebook fan pages. And he was in there trying to make trouble. And he left it open. And they dubbed his page. We copied the page. And I was getting ready to get everything set up to get him ready for court. Found out where he was at. And I talked to a buddy of mine. He said, yeah, he's in Flushington. And the guy was like, oh, that's a small population town. He said, we could find him in a day. We could find him in a day. So, yeah, we would have had him. But I saw something on his page that changed my mind. And I said, you know what? I'm going to let this one slide. Because, yeah, you're lucky, man. You're lucky. And then you did it again? Man, you don't learn anything, do you? But, yeah, you better take this, man. You better. Because I got 7 years to hit you. You know that. I can still hit you. You committed fraud against my business. You made false accusations. You made fake receipts. You did all that stuff. I got, right now, it's 7 years roughly. Now, probably about 6 years. So within a 6-year time span, if I basically have a change of heart, I can get you locked up. So you better enjoy every moment of your life. But I'm a man of my word at the end of the day. So you better take that and you better run with it. Because I guarantee you, if you don't, and you open up that Pandora's box, we will not be shut. You won't be to shut it when I get done with you. So, run with it. Be happy. Gee whiz Louise. People, at the end of the day, you got kids. You got people you got to take care of. And you're out there doing dumb stuff like that. What's wrong with y'all? You know how hard it is to get freedom at the end of the day? Freedom is hard to get. It's easy to be taken away. It's hard to get back. Extremely hard to get back. Easy to be taken away. People don't understand the fact that if you can go outside right now, go anywhere you want, you know what I mean? Even just walk down the block. You have any idea how much money how much that's worth to some people at the end of the day? That's worth a lot. A lot. You better take advantage of that. Instead of sitting up there doing dumb stuff. You want that life, you can have that life. It's very easy to get. That lockdown life is very easy to get. It's hard to get out of it. I'm going to check these contrast levels for this thing. We got that invisible black technology now. That's shifting now. That stuff is a beast. Look at that. That's an invisible technology that's literally bringing a contrast level that high. I want to do some gaming off of that. We don't have Pac-Man. I bet you I didn't even download Pac-Man. That's one of my favorite games. I'm going to go find Pac-Man. Some people think I made that my own decision. That's God's decision. When I saw what I saw and I prayed on it, the Lord told me what to do. I listened to Him. But if you think at the end of the day that, because I listened to my Lord and Savior, that at the end of the day you can do whatever you want to do, no. If He tells me to act on it, I'll act on it. He'll give me everything that's possible, even your address, your information, where you live at. He'll make it possible for me to open up all doors to find you, to bring you to judgment. He got a lot of mercy that day. The other one got mercy too. The process server popped up on his front door. We weren't going to file. We're done. Now, if he had gave us that document back, yeah, we'd have filed. We'd have moved on. He got a second chance. He didn't take it. He decided to go out and mock the CCB and mock me and everything else and carry on act up. And now he's got two of them coming to his front door soon. As soon as we get that confirmation back, I'm going to contact California, send them right out there and serve them. We just wait for our confirmation now. That's all we're waiting for. They already been through our documents. We did this already before. Same person. This time, we got plenty of time to get it done. I'll see him in court. Only $60,000 plus whatever they're going to sue you with. You got to pay their fees too. They got a fine too, and their fine is higher than ours. What's that? $250,000. There's something up there crazy they got for violating one of those copyrights. It's way up there. That goes on public domain. It goes on record. Goes on record, and it shows that he was sued for violating the CCB. They get involved, and then they have to bring him back in again. Because he violated, it's a government document. That's what he violated, a government document. You have to understand, that's what they are. Copyrights are government documents. So you violate one of them, and then if you go before the CCB promises you're not going to go to jail. But you have to understand, it's still going to come up on public records. It comes up on public record, and they pick it up. Like the federal courts pick it up, you got a problem. That means bottom line is they're going to put on an investigation about what happened here and what you violate, because it's a government document. That's why you get a VCR. You know, remember back in the VCR with DVDs, you put that in, says if you violate this, you're going to get to pay, blah, 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 blah. Those people, those are the people. They'll be involved in that. But we're going to go to federal court anyway, because we got to go for the other one. But anyway, they're going to pick that up. If they find that thing, if it floats around and one of them picks it up, he's in a lot of trouble. They're going to put a warrant for his, not a warrant for his arrest. Find me, it is a warrant. They'll put a warrant for his arrest. Yeah, to bring him in. To figure out what documents did he touch, because those are government documents. That's why I try to explain to people at the end of the day that when you touch a copyright, You're not only violating that person's copyright, but you're also violating a government document that the people will sue you. Those people will sue you for what they want because you touched it. But the government is going to come in and file an additional fine against you. And it can be $250,000 to $500,000 or $1,000,000. They have their own punishment they're going to pass down to you. And that's where the jail time comes in at. Jail time doesn't come from us, it comes from them. They file that. So when he goes to the CCB, there's a really high risk that literally it could be picked up and it could pop up on their end and he could end up getting arrested. Because still at the end of the day, CCB or not, it's still a government document. So he still runs the risk of basically having a warrant posted for him and to bring him in. So they can question him on why in the world did you just pop up on this particular agency and it shows that you were found guilty of tampering with copyrights. They're going to make press on that. So he runs the risk of that too. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. That's why you don't touch them. Anything we post on the site, like we have something on the site for the Rage, Gaming Rage on it, and we already have it posted at the bottom where it says that, hey, none of this material belongs to us, so leave the property of them, so and so and so. If they contact me and say, hey, we want you to remove it, it's gone. We don't play around with that. I don't care if I got a YouTube video, maybe it got like 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. If a copy, it's gone. We don't play around with that stuff. Because I know what can happen. I've filed this for people. I got people for copyrights before. And I'm explaining to them that I've taken people to court and I've sued them for copyrights. So, just so you know how bad this can get, it can get pretty bad. But it's not the, we don't issue jail time. Ever. They do, because it's a government document. And this jerk is sitting there posting it left and right like it ain't nothing. Like, I can do what I want to do with this. Yeah, not good to do. And especially what's going on right now, with the crazy stuff that's going on right now, that you do not want to be on a radar. You know what I'm talking about. You do not want to be on a radar, especially going through a court system. You do not want to be on radar. You want to keep it as clean as you possibly can so they have nothing they can throw against you, because they're trying to throw everything and everything under the sun. If you commit anything, they're looking through traffic tickets, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, because they're trying to get a reason. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to bring it up, but you know what I'm talking about. They're looking for reasons. Any reason they can get their hands on to get you out of the country. Let's put it that way. I mean, they're really looking through stuff. They're looking through stuff. The only thing that gets me is the part that gets me. If you've been here for 35 years, I thought the guy was here for 35 years, why didn't you just get your citizenship? You're here for 35 years. And if you're here for 10 years. I think what it is, I think it's the fear of knowing that you basically go in and apply for your citizenship, that they're going to basically toss you out. No, not really. I had a friend of mine, she's an attorney. And I got a few immigration attorneys that I know at the end of the day. If you basically are here and you're making money, and you're basically reporting and paying your taxes, keep in mind you won't get a tax refund because they take that for so many years, I think what it is. But at least you are paying taxes, you're paying into the system. So if it shows that you are paying into the system, it's easy to get that citizenship. Because it shows that you are here, you are making money, and you are putting money right back into the system. And she told a few people that. She said, look, you're making the money, right? You're making good money. I said, pay your taxes. You pay your taxes, and you might not get that tax refund back. They're going to take that automatically. But who cares? At the end of the day, it shows that you're putting something into it. It's going to make it easy for you to get that citizenship. You could have got that in COVID easily, because again, everything was on cam. But you've been here for 35 years, and you've never got it. Why? Man, I'd have grabbed that right away, man. If I went over to Japan, and I was over there, because I'm a foreigner over there. I got to get citizenship to be in Japan. I'd have got that right off the bat. Whoever I got to talk to, whatever I got to talk to, whatever I got it done, at least I got the process, the paperwork going, I'm getting that done. Got my citizenship, boom, I'm in. After that birthright stuff, that ain't happening. I told you that wasn't going to happen. Can't do that. Be doing birthrights at the end of the day, man. You know how many people would have been? You got stars out there. You got football players, basketball players, people in athletics, people in the movie business. Come on, no. Somebody was doing something too much. As a matter of fact, like I said, he's under a lot of scrutiny for that because again, he went out there and he just rushed the whole thing. He signed papers and try to slip him under the system. This is the reason why we had the Senate. This is why we have all these things in place, so we don't have dictators and kings trying to run everything. This is why. So right now he's in an uphill battle. He's in an uphill battle on everything. This is what it's going to be like. It's going to be him writing dumb stuff. And the thing about it, what makes it worse is when you got these people on YouTube that got to report all the dumb stuff that doesn't need to be reported. Oh, breaking news. Come on, man. Chill with that nonsense. Really, you're just hyping up nonsense. Whatever he signs, it still has to be voted on. It still has to go through the Senate. It has to hit the floor before it can be made into a bill. There's a lot that has to go through before you can make a bill. A lot. Judges can turn that down left and right. And he already got judges already knocking him down. So he ain't going to be to do too much. He's just going to be talk. It's going to be like watching a cat on the fence. Just scream and yell all night. And the minute you say shut up, they disappear. That's it. Ain't going to be doing much. That's all. He thought he was going to be to get select his own judges so that way he can write whatever bill he wanted. No, it's a lot more than that. A lot more than that. So he ain't going anywhere. What's going to happen is when he finally does get out of office, if they impeach him or whatever they do with him, right now he's protected from these lawsuits to a certain degree. But man, the minute he gets out of office, man, this man's going to go through some real chaos. Because he's got lawsuits that are coming at him left and right. Yeah. Ain't going to go well. But the people who voted for him, bet you learned a valuable lesson. Yeah. Bet you learned a valuable lesson. Boy, I don't want you people voting for Jack anymore. I don't care if it's anything about bingo. It could be Taco Tuesday. We don't want you voting for about anything at all. Yeah, poor judgment. Extremely poor judgment. Ugh, man. Yep. You know, that stuff, he backed down on everything. Remember, he talked about that whole, whatever he's supposed to be doing, some sanction nonsense with Canada and Mexico and whatever. Come on, man. He backed down on a lot of that stuff. Same old, it's the same old thing. He wants to be a big cat on the fence, but once they're soaking wet, they're not but thin little animals. They're big old puffy Persians. They come in and when they wash, they're all thin looking. Yeah. Just puffing up his fur, that's all. Now you have to understand that when people think, oh, they're letting them get away with this, you're not getting away with anything. Sometimes they'll give you a long enough rope to hang yourself. That's pretty much what happens. It's like the same thing like the revolving door. You know, when you got somebody commits a crime, they let them go, and they keep letting them go, because they're building a case on them. When they get tired of it, they're time they lock them up again, they can sit there and say, well, we're going to give you this amount of time. You're going to get 40 years for this. And they'll sit there and cry. You sit in court, I'm trying to change my life, I'm trying to go back to school. Mind you, you've been let go like 10 times. You have plenty of time to do that. And the judge can easily say, we let you go 10 times. What did you do with the time that you had? There you go. Now you got that 40 years. Let them do something really stupid that we can nail them really good on. And that's what they're waiting for. Musk, his stock is dropping like crazy. And cars aren't selling anymore. People don't want them. And if you notice that when you watch somebody's empire start to crumble, other empires will start to rise. Now you got freaking all these other companies that are coming out with these high performance electric cars now because they know that he's toppling. By the time he gets out of this mess, he's going to end up penniless. No one's going to support him. Nobody wants nothing to do. He showed his true colors on what he is. So he lost his popularity is dropping. People aren't buying the cars. They're dropping. The stock is dropping. Yeah, he's going to be in some bad shape. And then you got all these other companies that if you have one company that you know that's the dominant company, it's doing really good, but then it starts doing some weird stuff like he did, right? And now you got other companies that this is our opportunity to start making these electric cars, because now yeah, they're gonna basically overpower his business easily, because no one wants to buy those things now, especially what he just did. No one wants to touch those things. They're gonna support other companies in spite to get away from him. Jeez, talk about self-destructing. This is literally how companies self-destruct. You're gonna literally watch this happen. I like to watch on companies like Sears and you know, big companies like a Silo, Circuit City, like company or Toys R Us, companies that are worth billions of dollars. Like, what the freak did they do to go under so quick? Yeah, it's crazy. Small stuff, smallest things you could possibly think would take a company out. And that right there, you're watching it. A CEO destroy his own company. That's what does it. Stuff like that. And the next you know, you'll have somebody on YouTube talking about the rise and fall of Tesla. What happened? How did it happen? How did this guy end up being this billionaire, end up with nothing? It says in the Bible, the fool and his money will be separated. Besides, you name one person that's ever followed Trump, ever, and came out successful. Name one person. Every single person's been doomed. It's like he's a plague or something. He's cursed or something. Every single person. Woo, look at the contrast. We got some good contrast going over here. And I'm sitting there chatty, catty. Get back here. Get back here. All that chatty catty. I just saw that whole chatty catty. Talking like, you doing a chatty catty? I'm chatty catty. Stop that chatty catty. I'll stop that chatty catty. Just watched a lot of beautiful contrast just pop out there. This isn't a way of telling people at the end of the day, don't panic, don't get nervous. This is God's world. It belongs to him. He doesn't have any power whatsoever. It's just everyday man. We've had him for years, right? We had him for years. Children of Israel went through it with Pharaoh. We had him for years. You're always going to have one that's going to pop up. Anything change in the world? Do they control the world? None of them. Not one. I mean, Julius Caesar. Was he able to control Rome? No. None of them. It's not their world. It doesn't belong to them. They can't have it. The outcome for all these leaders and dictators and kings down through time, none of them have been good. I'm a history buff. I read all that stuff. Nothing's been good of it. They've all crashed in unbelievable destruction and demise. Nothing good. Napoleon ain't go well either. Nope. People that are corrupt and command power, nothing good comes of it. I got a projector map this thing. I want water and fire at the same time inside my container. You're gonna think about what I'm gonna put in the container. You're gonna put candy in there, put anything you want in there in that container. All right, I like the contrast. I'm having a ball with it. I got my Samsung video because I wanted to see that black horse on it. Definitely wanted to see that. Oh, keep it gripping. This mouse at the end of the day, this one's got to be charged. That charge the mouse. The main important is that when the screen comes up, if you're doing like clear screens, contrast usually does not stay to the screen. It doesn't. It still remains clear. When the contrast level comes up, it doesn't go black. The screen goes clear. And that means you can see the objects, like the wall, whatever, on the opposite side. That's one of the problems you run into with trying to do a clear front projection screen. This one has a shifting technology, which allows it to be able to pick up the contrast level to make up for the background, which you can see, but you won't see clear right through it to see the wall or object on the other side. If we can have a ball with this thing. Trying to figure out what else I want to do with it. We're definitely going to do these screens. The plexiglass is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And the company I bought this from, I got it for a very, very good price. I got 4 of these sheets back here for $28. So I want to see if I can contact them and see if I can get my my 36 by 72 made from them. And I got to do a customized screen for the other guy. He's paying for the screen and everything, so he wants the whole thing customized. And if we do, I'm doing 100 inches. So actually, it's 100. It's 106 inches because it's 4 feet by 8 feet, which means, get over here. It'll do a 235.1 screen. It'll do 1610 and 16:9. That's how I'm able to get out those screens. All right, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm gonna come back in. I want to do contrast only. I want to see more contrast levels on this because, like I said, when you do a front and rear, especially when you're doing a front projection invisible, it's hard to get the contrast level to pull because it becomes see-through. And I'm really liking the fact that that shifting is working fantastic. We pull that star fill comes up. Ooh, man, it's beautiful. I'm gonna keep my fire in display here. All right, we'll be back. Contrast demonstration next. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. We got to think of the name of the thing. Did I put a name down? Oh, he did put a name down for it. All right, got to get that name.